First and foremost, we're going to start off the show with our special guest. He is a state championship defensive coordinator from Vance High School. If you're in the Charlotte area, you probably know him as just Hackett, but he is defensive coordinator Anthony Hackett with the Vance Cougars, ready to come back and defend their state title once again. And we're going to bring him on the show with us right now. How we doing tonight, Coach?
Hey, what's going on, Pep? Thanks for having me.
Who designed the shirt? Where did it come from? And do you think you can run NC for the second year in a row?
One of the janitors at the school, Miss Joanne, actually designed it for me, and I got the idea from my buddy up in Virginia. I definitely do. I know it probably raised a couple eyebrows with the shirt, but we kind of like that. We feel very confident with the kids we got coming back. Feel very confident about our coaching staff. And, we feel like, every game we should, definitely be the favorite. So we definitely feel like we run NC and we're not going back down from it.
Very good, very good. And I know you've got a lot of talent coming back on this team coming up next season. Some guys that you expect to be really, really strong players for you on defense. I know you got a couple of returning guys, but you got some new guys that are expected to do some big things as well.
Yes, sir. A couple returning guys. Corner Nate Spindle. He's committed to North Carolina A&T. 6 foot, 185. Very solid. He's behind 2 Division I corners last year, so it's kind of hard for him to get on the field last year. But his time is now. He actually will be wearing number 7, who is kind of a cool number in our DB room. A lot of big time players who played under me wore number 7. And Nate's going to be wearing that. We have TP, Torian Porter, coming back. He started nickel for us the last 4 games of the season. I call him a little baby honey badger. Always making plays, always taking the ball away from the offense, always around the ball. I coached his oldest brother. Just a team full of, just a family full of gym rats. They love to work out. He's no different, and he's going to be one of my main leaders coming back as well. I have James Pierce on the D-line, 6'6", probably about 215, hopefully close to 215. He had 3 sacks in the state championship game last year. Sky's the limit. Sky's the limit. This is a kid that can play on Sundays if he does everything and keep progressing. So we're going to pin a lot on James Pierce this year, along with Jalen Swindell, who's going to play my nose guard for me. He's 6'2", 285, 290. Very physical at the point of attack and had a great offseason. He's ready to step up and be a leader for us on that defensive line. Very excited about Jalen Swindell. We had Jeremiah Smith come in from us from another school. Very, very athletic safety who we're excited about. We're hoping he can kind of do the same things that Marquis did down the stretch last year for us. Very impressive tape. His older brother was a big-time player in the area as well. Family full of bloodlines, so we're excited about getting Jeremiah as well. So, excuse me. We had some pieces coming back, but I lost 9. Okay, I lost 9 returning starters, so 100%. We're gonna have to get it going, get back to the drawing board, and dial that thing. But on the flip side, offensively, we're very, very explosive. So they're going to be able to help us out a lot this year. I'm very excited about that side of the ball. We have another kid that came in that's going to help us out in the special teams as well. So overall team, I feel like we might be a little bit better. This is an overall team. Just because we're just more complete this year. And it all starts with the quarterback. It all starts with 2. He's running state championship quarterback. He's ready to go. He's got a plethora of weapons around him. So we're gonna mimic each other. But very excited to get going, man. Just very excited to kind of see the younger kids. We got some younger JV kids moving up. Jordan Thompson, who I'm very excited about. Very excited about Jordan Thompson, who's had a very great offseason. So yeah, those are some of the names come off the top of the head, but there's going to be some more that I probably didn't mention.
Yeah, Coach, I'm going to mention one that was the defensive MVP of our Under the Lights camp, Zaryan Jackson.
Oh, yeah,
I tell you.
Young boy.
Yeah.
I'm saying, it's probably more than him. But, yeah, Zaryan's another kid who we're very excited about, JV kid who's moving up in the program, who had a great offseason And like you said, he got MVP in your camp, and I went back and watched the highlights, and he was almost unblockable. That's the kind of shows you some of the depth that we have now at the program that we might not have had a couple years ago.
Right. Another kid I want to mention, Sangha Yates. Just what an incredible athlete. My goodness. He came out and just.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I competed against him, and anytime I got a game plan and circle a guy, I know he's a problem. So when we was fortunate to get him to move in, we was very happy about that. And that he's a problem. He is an absolute problem, and he can actually come over and help me a little bit at corner if I need him to as well. So we're kind of excited about that, along with KC. They both can kind of come over and do that if I need them.
Good deal. Absolutely loaded with talent. Just crazy, man. But I do want to go back last year and ask you about, the playoff run. We were there for most of the games. Just going on the road and beating, Butler, Mallard Creek, West Forsyth, and then going down to Richmond. How does that happen? How did you guys come together and get that done after a tough loss at Huff when we were there too at the end of the regular season?
I think it started with Huff. That kind of got us back refocused. I know for myself, it definitely got me back refocused. Not that we overlooked Huff or we took them lightly, but the game planning was not the same as it was for the playoff. And just kind of looking back, Pep, for me personally, I think that was the biggest thing that, we did on the defensive side of the ball. We wouldn't leave every night, probably Monday through Thursday to 9:00. And that's the guys' honest truth. We would get done with practice at 7, and we'll go down and watch film to probably about 8:30, 9:00. And we did that every day, Monday through Thursday, every single week, all the way to the state championship. And I really think that was the difference, along with a couple position moves, Marquis moving to safety. I think that kind of helped. And, and like I tell everybody, man, like, we lost, Coach Brand last year. He went on down, and, we had Coach Furby move in, man. But those kids lost that state championship game to Wake Forest the year before. They was determined to get back and win. I don't care who was coaching them, offense, defense, head coach. Those kids were not going to lose. They were going to get back and win. So when we went to Richmond County, after beating Mallard Creek, that wasn't going to stop them. That Richmond County environment wasn't going to stop them from getting back to the state championship game where they just lost the year before by 2 points. And that's something we talked about that week. I brought it up. I said, we had to remember last year taking a knee and watching Wake Forest get their medals. We had to get down on the knee and watch. And I watched y'all cry in tears and be mad. We weren't going to do that again. We were determined not to do that again. The type of kids we have at Vance, man, when their backs against the walls, they love that. They love that. So I think that was the biggest thing for us, man, just the preparation, the determination to get back and win it again. I definitely try to rah them up, man, but those boys are ready to go. That Stephon Thompson at Butler week, there was no way in heck he was losing to Butler. No way. It was, I don't care what would have happened. Stephon Thompson was not going to be his last game. And, Mallard Creek, we talked about a lot that week about how I didn't want that to be their last game after winning at Butler. We had a great win at Butler. We have all these seniors, all these Power 5 kids. And now here we are playing Mallard Creek. And, everybody, we're supposed to lose, and now our season's going to be over. So we talked about that at Mallard Creek. And, man, that's after that, man, it was downhill. It was just downhill.
Awesome insight right there, man. That's really, really good stuff. You got a fan on watching. You might know that guy.
What's that?
He'll move down to South Carolina there. Coach Littlejohn.
Oh, yeah.
Down at South Point now.
Yeah, that's my
All
boy.
right. Yeah, good dude, man. Real good dude. We're going to go down there and see him at South Point here real soon.
I'm going to get down there.
We got to – yeah, that's something I'll ask you in just a second. Just, what your thoughts are about South Carolina starting. But we got a question here from our resident coach, Kenny McClamrock, that's got something for you here.
Okay.
Coach, what's up, brother?
Hey, what's up, Coach? How you
Man,
doing?
I'm telling you what, you're making me want to get a whole bunch of tattoos on my arms and start wearing cut-off sleeves, man. Like, I'm digging it.
I've been in the gym, man. I've been in the gym, so a little hot in the house.
Man, I heard that. Hey, so you mentioned a minute ago that coming off the loss 2 years ago to Wake Forest, man, the determination, the grit the guys have, that memory of sitting on your knee, watching the other dudes get the medal, and man, this year's gonna be different. And you even said it didn't matter who the new coaches were. Like these dudes were gonna show up and show out. So how do you make sure there's not a drop off from 2019 until 2020? Man, the dudes have tasted victory. They proved everybody wrong. They proved that they run North Carolina, the 704. Everybody's got to come through Vance now, man. Everybody's going to be looking at y'all as the target, the game that they're going to circle, the Huffs, the Mallard Creeks, and the Richmonds, and all those kinds of schools, man. So how do you make sure there's not a drop off this year?
Great question, Coach. Great question. I love your energy as well. I think for us coaches, just getting back to the basics, starting out with the fundamentals, starting out with kind of what got us to where we got to last year. And I know on our side of the ball, defensively, it starts with effort. You know, we preach it. We just had a Zoom meeting. I just had a Zoom meeting before this, and that's the first thing we talked about, was playing with great effort. And, we had a staff meeting this past Monday, and one of the things Coach Furby, said he was going to talk about state championship first week, and after that, we're not mentioning. It's all into a new season. Last year, means nothing now. Everybody's going to be gunning for us. Shirts like this and, big rings we got, everybody's going to be gunning for us. But like I said, we wanted that. We kind of saw the other team down the street had that for a couple years, and we kind of want to be that team now. So, but I think the main thing, Coach, is honestly is just coming out every day, not, going off what happened last year and worrying about what's going on right now. We have a lot of new faces, a lot of new kids. We lost, like I said, I lost 9. So everybody's going to have to kind of prove themselves on my side of the ball. You know what I'm saying? And same thing for the offensive side. So it's got to get back to work. We lift a lot at Vance. We lift Monday through Friday at Vance. We lift on game days at Vance. So that's kind of one of our well, we got to attack the weight room, especially with the pandemic. We got to take advantage of the opportunities when we get inside the weight room. It helps having number 2 back at quarterback, definitely. Helps having Coach Furby back in his second year on the offense. And, defensively, man, we're not going to change. We're going to be aggressive. We're going to attack. We're going to play man coverage. We're going to get after you. So, definitely, Coach, the day-to-day grind, man. You know it. I mean, you know what it's about, the day-to-day grind, and not worrying about what happened last year and just focusing on, right now.
Coach, one more quick question since I have you. The loss of Power, man. Obviously, I mean, Power is phenomenal, and he's going to go on and maybe he'll write a big fat check to you one day when he's played on Sunday. How do the rest of the dudes around him? How are they dealing with that? Like, is it man, we lost Power, or do you feel like you got dudes that are ready to step up and show out that maybe would not have been able to if he stuck around and he played his senior year?
Great question again, Coach. 100% that we feel like we got dudes that step up. I've already been in contact with some of the linebackers going to be kind of replacing or coming up behind Power. They're ready to go. They're already, watching film, asking me questions, asking Coach Cannon, the linebackers questions. We talking about leadership. And I think that's the biggest thing that P brought to us, man, was just he was the guy. He was the rah-rah guy. Going to make everybody was lined up. He was going to get in you if you wasn't. And, like I talked to one of the guys that might be replacing him, I said, I'm not asking you to be Power. I'm asking you to lead in your own way. Everybody is a different leader. You're your own leader. I'm my own leader. So just lead in your own way. And it's going to be a collective group, man, because, he was that talented as far as a leader and as a player. And as a person, really, it's going to be a collective group. But we definitely got guys that feel like, we can, step up and be ready to roll and not going to miss a beat without Pete. Now, to the outside world, everybody feels like, we're beatable and we're not going to be able to play defense anymore. But I think that's going to be the challenge. And I kind of put everybody else around. We play better, Coach. As long as we can get someone that.
I don't think anybody's buying that from you.
We say?
I said, I don't think anybody's buying that from you.
Nah, not at all. Yeah, we definitely play better with that chip on our shoulder. So sure. I think I find little buttons to try to push with the guys as well, man. Because I know our kids, they like to play with an edge. So anytime I can find some bulletin board material, I feed it right to them. They said Richmond County. I'm not going to mention the name, but a reporter said Richmond County was going to score 21 on us. I came in a meeting room. I told Power that. Power said, no way. If you go back and look at the under the radar, Power said they was going to score 21 on us. The disrespect is real. That's what he was talking about. So anytime I can push a button with those guys, I do it.
That's awesome. Thanks, Coach.
Yes, sir.
I can guarantee you that Charlotte Football Insiders did not say that.
It was on radar. I ain't say it was you. I said I'm not going to mention the person's name.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Our reporter said
they're
going to score 21 on our defense. And Pep, at the time, we have only given up 14 in 4 games. How they going to score 21 in 1 game? So, yeah, they was fired up on
that. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. So obviously, when you mentioned that you're getting ready to start practice again October 12th, CMS is allowing, football teams to start up again. So what's the plan for you guys at Vance to kind of get things going once again?
Right now, I think we're going to go Monday through Thursday, Pep. 50 kids be on the field. We're going to go 25, 2 fields, 1 coach to a pod. And every coach got to wear a mask, and we're going to follow the rules and, do everything we're supposed to do. It's going to be a little different. It's going to be weird. But the way we look at it, everybody's kind of doing the same thing. So we just got to make the best of our opportunity. We got to really hit on the mental edge, on the Zoom meetings, on the meetings we can get with the kids. So when we do get back going, Pep, the mental part is good. So we're not out there thinking because we lost that time with the kids on the mental side. So it's definitely going to be different, definitely going to be weird. But, we're meeting. We got a good trainer. So she's going to be on top of things. And, Coach Furby and our AD is also on top of things. So we'll be ready to roll.
Excellent. Yeah, Margot does an awesome job. So, yeah, I know she'll take good care of you guys. Coach, I want to thank you for coming on with us tonight, man. It was awesome. Thank you for so much insight into, the program and the players coming back and everything. So we look forward to doing this again real soon, man.
So you said something about South Carolina.
Oh, yeah. So what do you have a team in South Carolina that, you plan on following and just going to their games and, kind of supporting them during this, I guess, 7-game regular season that they've got going on?
I don't have any one specific team. I got a bunch of buddies. I got, buddies at Armo and Dutch Fork and South Point. I definitely go try to see all 3 of them play. I know Dutch Fork and South Point play at some point. I got a buddy at Ridgeview. So I'm going to definitely try to get down, just to get around some Friday night ball at some point and also go try to support those guys. I know they're going to come back up here and support me in the spring. So not so much teams, it's more buddies, man. I go, check those guys out.
All right. Very good, Coach. Once again, I want to thank you for coming on with us tonight. I really appreciate everything that you shared with us. And, like I said, we'll see you again real soon, man.
Appreciate you, Pep. I'd love to do it again.